So today is number 55 of these morning workouts anyway. Uh,
Oh,
so we're going to celebrate that with a somewhat new format. I think we've only done this one once or twice, but it's in the chat now. So 50 reps in 5 minutes. So we're just going to work on pairs of exercises. So for 5 minutes, we're going to be doing jump squats and the push-up position kettlebell pull through. And so you break that up however you want. If you want to do 10, 5 sets of 10 of each and alternate back and forth, we'll do that. Um, if you want to do all 50 jump squats and then all 50 of the pull through, I mean, I don't recommend it, but I might tell you what to do. Um, you break that up however you want. So we got 5 minutes where we're going to be spending it on jump squats and the pull through. Okay. So the goal would be then to not race through and get everything done kind of sloppily in 3 minutes and then have 2 minutes to rest plus the time that we're going to rest in between each thing. So try to pace yourself on that one. And, we want to use a majority of the 5 minutes. And then, whatever you have left over, you can either rest or, add another 10 or whatever you feel like doing. But, and if you don't finish, that's okay too. All right. So if you see anything in this list that you want to modify for yourself, let me know and I can make some recommendations. So it's jump squat, the push-up position pull through, then it's on to reverse lunges and shoulder presses. Shoulder press could pretty easily turn into a floor press or a push-up if you're not an overhead pressing person. Side plank and row. So that means we'll talk about it when we get there. If you have a band, bring it nearby. If you have a light weight, we can also substitute and do it with that. So if you have a band, find something to attach it to, or we can talk about a way to modify that. The band lateral walk, so you kind of need a mini band for that. When we get there, we'll talk about what we can do to modify, and SLDL can be done with weight or body weight. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and get rolling here. Okay, starting off on that roller, let's start down by your feet and work your way up your legs. This week's challenge of the week is to con a buddy into joining us for one of these live workouts. This could be a current member, could be a friend of yours, could be a spouse. The deal is whoever you get to join us, you'll share the link with them and then give us a quick intro in the members Facebook group. All right. So, if it's a spouse, it's, hey, here's my spouse, insert name, and then maybe a fun fact or a picture or something like that. Okay. So this is Buddy Week. So it's about getting a buddy to join us for a live workout, and we have lots of other opportunities this week. So check the Facebook group. I'll also send out an email today explaining the rest of the opportunities. I've got a presentation from Coach Josie. While we're rolling out here, gang, let's go ahead and sit on top of the roller. Cross that leg over. We've got a nutrition presentation by Coach Josie on Thursday. MV has added a recovery class on Sunday. So that'll be kind of it's basically a warm up, then cool down, and lots of stretching within that. We are going to have trivia night again on Friday night. So we've got all that stuff to look forward to. Big week here. Okay, should be rolling your hips here. Let's roll over and get the front of our thighs. Again, if you don't have a roller, you're just using the heel of your hands. You can do this. You can do this manually without the roller. Basically, we want to keep a good balance between rolling the front and rolling the back of your legs, and inside and outside as well. Let's go to the outside of your leg. So we're rolling up and down the outside. And go ahead and move to the other side. Okay. Good. So let's stay on all fours here. We're going to keep the roller right next to you. And so put the roller outside one arm. So if it's outside my left hand here, I'm going to take my right hand and put it palm up on the roller. Try to keep both arms, both elbows locked out. But I'm going to rotate through, push that roller away. You can also do this by sliding your hand along the ground if you don't have a roller. But we're just using the roller as kind of a way to roll your arm out to the side, and we're looking for that big rotation in your upper back. Try to keep both arms straight. The way that you make the roller move is by rotating your shoulders and your upper back. All right, let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Both arms are straight. You're really just trying to turn those shoulders. So we push the roller away. Trying to stay nice and balanced. Keep your hips in the center. All right, good. From here, let's put one leg out to the side. And we roll your hips forward and backward. Stretching the inside of your leg here. And switch sides. And good. From this same position, we're going to bring one knee up and across. So we're in that pigeon pose, stretching the outside of your hip. If you don't feel a stretch in the outside of your hip, you can move your foot forward to bring your shin more perpendicular to you. And switch it up. So try to push your chest up here, sitting into that stretch. And good. Let's come up to one knee. Hands will come up behind your head. So we're getting a hip flexor stretch here, stretching down the front of your leg that's on the ground. Then point your elbows straight away from each other. Okay, so elbows are pointing out at 180 degrees, straight away from each other. Keep them pointing straight away from each other like you've got a broomstick through there. And we turn toward the knee that's forward. So we'll do the reps here about another 15 seconds. Again, always check in, make sure you're staying tall. Okay, so the top of your head is as close to the ceiling as you can get it. And elbows are always pointing straight away from each other. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Same thing, we'll get a stretch on the knee that's on the ground. We'll get a stretch down the front of that leg. Arms are going to come up behind your head. We rotate, turn into that forward leg. So whatever leg is in front of you, you should be turning to look at it. Keeping those elbows pointing straight away from each other. Don't pull your head forward, stay tall. Another 10 seconds here. And good. Go ahead and stand. You're going to stand on one leg. Put the other foot out in front of you. Bring your toes up towards you. And then hinging down for a hamstring stretch. So it should look like this. Pulling those toes up towards you. You'll be feeling the stretch down the back of the leg that you have in front of you, the toes that you're pulling up. If you want to see demo videos, if you want to keep that the big square on your screen, just click on my little square, the 3 dots, and pin video. That'll keep it larger on your screen so that you can see the demos. Let's switch to the other side. Again, just pulling the toes up, push your hips back, looking for a stretch down the back of that leg. And good. Okay, just rolling through a few lunges here. We're going to do a 2-way lunge. So we're going to step forward. Like, take your left leg, step forward. Take your left leg, step out to the side. Take your left leg forward and out to the side. Working your way into a deeper lunge as you go along. Let's do 8 of each, then switch legs. Should be on the other side if you're not there yet. Okay, last part of warm up here, we're going to do 30 jumping jacks. 30 jumping jacks. Okay, so when you're ready, set, and here we go. And more. Just getting us ready to do the squat jumps here. Okay. So the first pair of exercises, squat jumps and push-up position pull through. So squat jump can be anywhere from just coming up on your toes So even just taking a little bit of weight off the ground to jumping fully up off the ground. So whatever you're comfortable with there. Remember, we do have 50 reps, so that can change as we go along. The push-up position pull through, going to be starting in that push-up or plank position. Reach over, grab the kettlebell from one side, set it on the other. So that's one, that's one, two, two. So every, we're talking 50 each side. Okay, and the goal there would be to keep your hips from shifting side to side as you take weight on and off of your hands. Okay.
Hey,
So
Brian.
5 minutes.
Any alternative to jumping squat?
What is the? I mean, you could do a lateral. You could do a lateral step.
Okay.
Or a lateral bound.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah, I just don't want to jump.
Yeah. So it could be anywhere from just a lateral step here like this.
Okay.
Kind of a mini skater jump.
Cool.
Okay. Sorry, I missed your comment there, so he should be good to go here. Okay. Jump squat and the pull through. So we're working for 5 minutes. Get as close as you can to that 5 minute mark. Then we'll have about a minute and a half, 2 minute rest. Okay. All right. Are we ready? Set. And here we go. 5 minutes to do the work. Split it up however you want. I'll try to mention when we hit the minute marks. It might be close. We're a minute in. Remember, when you're in that push-up position, try to keep your hands under you rather than out to the side. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. In the push-up position, feet wide, makes things a little bit more stable. Two minutes to go. Last minute. Here we go. Three, two, one, and that's all for the first 5. Okay. So as we recover here, I'll explain the next 2. You'll need a weight for this that you can shoulder press. And remember, we are going to be doing 50 times. So if you have options, try to pick the one that's going to be right for you. I'm just running the clock as a rest timer right now. So reverse lunge, you can do that however you want. You can hold the goblet weight. You can hold it down, suitcase by your side. Just depends on what you want to do, how you're going to split things up. You may even hold it here for the reverse lunge and press. Okay, that way you're knocking things out maybe a little bit quicker. I don't know if it's faster or not. But then you're combining the 2 movements and you just be doing whatever, 10 on one side, then 10 on the other. Okay, so reverse lunge and a shoulder press. You combine them however you need to. Remember, we are going to be doing each side. We'll take another minute to rest here. We'll give you a little bit of time to find your weight, maybe game plan a little bit. I find it helpful to use the first one to kind of see what I can do in a minute, and then do the math from there. So try to do 10 each minute. In this case, we're doing 10 each side. I actually don't know if this can be done. We'll see. 15 seconds to rest. Yeah, it's going to take a long time because you have to do each side. So we'll see how it goes. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and off we go. Reverse lunge and shoulder press. Might have overshot on this one. It is nearly impossible. Fair goal on this one might be 30. Yeah, just adjusting the sights a little bit here. You're gonna probably be somewhere in between 30 and 50 for this one. Form comes first. Don't race to finish, just to get the 50 in. I'd rather see good quality for fewer reps. We're just over halfway there. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Under 2 minutes here. Minute 45. Remember, if we're setting priorities here, priority is form over number. Last minute, 55 seconds left.
Last minute, 55?
No, last minute, comma, 50 seconds left. "30 seconds. "15. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax. All right, sorry guys, I might have set some unreasonable expectations in the beginning there. Didn't take long to adjust though. All right, so while we rest, I'll explain the next two. We got 2 more sets to go here. But we aren't going back to any of these exercises, so. Okay, side plank and row. So that's where if you have a band that you can attach somewhere, do that. If you don't, I'll show you the way to make up for that. So whatever you're gonna anchor your band to, okay, I'm not gonna pull very hard on this because I don't think it's super solid, but you'll point your chest at the anchor. Okay, we're in that side plank position, and you're gonna pull row so that your arm comes back here. Don't let the row affect your side plank. So we're here pulling on each side. If you don't have a band or something to attach it to, you can use a smaller weight. I would say somewhere between, I don't know, 3 and 10 pounds, maybe 15. You be in that side plank position, bend your elbow, pretend you're pinching a towel between your elbow and your ribs, and we just rotate up towards the ceiling. So it's a rotator cuff exercise. It's just a way to count with the side plank. Okay, so obviously we're going to do each side there, and that can be considered one exercise. So we're going to be side plank and row 50 times on each side. Any questions there? Any other modifications needed? Okay, so basically you're going to take your time in between. Again, we're trying to get 10 of those rows each side per minute. So this one's very doable. You'll probably have a little bit of extra rest time in between. Cecily, you about to shout at me? Okay, we're good. All right. Okay, side plank and row or external rotation. 5 minutes, 50 reps each side. Ready? And we're off. Here we go. So if you're watching our video, Kelly's doing the row. And I'm going to do the external rotation just because I don't have anything solid to loop the band to up here. Remember, the goal here is to do things really well. The numbers are just a goal, or just a something to keep your eye on. I guess a suggestion. So, like I said, you can split this up however you want. You can do alternating side to side. You can do 2 sets on one side to save some rolling over time. You're going to have a little bit of freedom within this one. You can do this with your arm extended also, if it's easier on your shoulder. The modification would be knees stacked on top of each other. Nice straight line from your knees to your shoulder. Yeah. This might be one where if you want to do more, you can do more. It's totally up to you. We're 2 minutes into this thing, 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. Again, as you go through here, if you have a little bit extra time, okay, we're working on making that side plank as solid as you can. Think of your best posture that just fell on its side. 2 minutes to go here. Minute and a half. Last minute, here we go. Again, if you got some gas left in the tank or you want to just stay in that side plank position, go ahead and do that. "30 seconds left. "15. Elaine, nice to see you in the morning here. And we're time up. Okay. Last group, last 5 minutes here. Okay, so we've got, if you have a mini band, you can use a mini band. If you have just a regular band, you're gonna put that band under your feet. Make sure you leave some room, right? So if you stand on it with your feet really close together, you're not gonna have much room to stretch. So we stand on it, bring it up to about chest level. So you're gonna hold nice and strong here. And we stretch out, step, step, step. Okay, so we're getting the, working the outside of your hips there. So that's the lateral band walk. If you don't have a band, that's fine. We can just lay on the ground and kind of do the same movement, but you're going to be lifting a leg here, right? So here we're going to make sure we're using the back part of your hip. Think of using the part behind your pocket to do this work, not pointing your belly button up and pointing your toe up at the ceiling. So you don't want to use the front of your pocket. You want to use the back of your pocket. And that'll be our band walk. You'll do 10 on each side, okay? Other than that, after that, you're gonna do an SLDL, which if you were using a band for the band walk, a regular size band, you can hold on to that band and do your SLDL that way. Choke up as much as you need to. You can even double the band up. This might work a little bit better. Doubling that band up, hinging down like that. You can also just use the weight, okay? So 2 things to wrap up here. Probably won't feel like that second group of exercises, but we're really working the hips here, so your hips should be burning by the end of this. Okay, last group here, 5 minutes of work left for the day. Well, this kind of work. All right, ready? And off we go. Finish strong here, gang. Remember, on the lateral walk, it is going to be 5 each way. Same with the SLDL. You got some freedom here. Split these up however you want. With that SLDO, or if you're holding one weight, you should be holding the weight in the opposite leg that you're standing on. 1 minute in. I'll take a shorter range of motion on the SLDL if it means you can keep your balance better, right? So instead of going through the whole movement, if you're finding that balance is a challenge, let's just make it a little bit shorter movement so that your hand comes to about knee level. And then we'll work on that balance. 2 minutes in. Halfway through the 5 minutes. So we should be around halfway done with your reps. On your lateral walk, make sure everything above your waistband stays nice and quiet. Readjust the band whenever you need to. On the SLDL, as you start to get fatigued, really try to keep your hips level. So if you had a belt on, your belt buckle would be even with the ground or parallel with the ground, not turned out to the side. Last minute. I'm actually only on pace to get about 40 here. So if you're not at the 50, don't worry about it. Anytime we have to do 2 things each side, it really slows things down. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's it, guys. Pencils down. That's all we got for the day. We did go a few minutes longer today. So if you gotta go, you gotta go. If you have 2 minutes to hang out and catch your breath with us, you're welcome to hang around. Oh, wait. Don't leave yet, because I gotta write names down. Ben Kelly, Lily, Rhonda, Steve, Sonny. Sunky, Ted. All right, I think I got everybody. Yep. All right, nice group this morning, guys. If we're catching our breath, again, take the initial period. If you need to walk around a little bit, but we start dialing into your heart rate and dialing in, trying to match your breath to your heart rate to the point where you can count. If you want to lay down on the floor, tends to make things easier. Laying down on your back, trying to fill up this whole column, this whole canister with air. From just above your ribs down to your belt line. If you're laying down, think about having your nice, like tallest, longest posture from your tailbone to your shoulders. Same goes for if you're seated. If you're seated, try to be tall from your tailbone to your head without feeling tight or like you're trying to squeeze that posture. Try to get everything to feel stacked up, nice and tall, and relaxed as you're breathing. So heart rate should be back down in the zone now where you feel like you can match your breath to it. Both count heartbeats on the way in, count heartbeats on the way out. See if you can get that to slow as you go. Again, always maintaining that good posture. And good. Okay, that's a day, guys. Great start. Quick 50-minute workout this morning, but great job. Thanks for joining. It's great to see everybody. Yeah, really nice job. Really good group this morning. Great work, guys. Have an awesome day. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Welcome. See you, Cecily.